Hi, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Lisa Neff-Wheeler, realtor with Coldwell Banker Realty, and I'm here today with Lindsay Whitford.
Hello.
Hello. Lindsay is the owner of Fly Free Living Yoga. She operates a yoga studio, which actually started and was opened in the fall of 2021. So we're going to spend some time talking about that. The studio is located in Skillman, right off 206 in the Village Shopping Center. So I've been looking forward to the interview to learn more about Lindsay, her studio, and also the startup, because I think that process is pretty interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So how have you been?
I'm very good, very well. Transitioning to fall, which is very exciting. We have a lot of fun things coming to the studio this fall, so.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. So why don't you start at the beginning and tell our audience why you decided to open the studio?
So I decided to open up Free Living Yoga because movement has always been a big part of my life. I was a dancer actually for 15 years. And after all that, going to college, I ended up going to college for fashion merchandising. I started a career in fashion. And going to a job that really did not fulfill me, I always leaned on fitness, yoga, any sort of movement to help relieve stress. And then I started getting certified in yoga and all different types of movement, or cycle, all different things. And from there, after getting these certifications, I kind of just moved myself over to that type of industry. So I knew once I started teaching and I really loved it, long term I was planning on opening up a space, and here we are. So
And she is from Montgomery Township.
yes, I am from Montgomery Township, graduate.
Me as well. So yes. Were you in the original school, high school, or
I was the first freshman class to go through all 4 years of the first of the new high school.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
You were lucky. We were in the
So is my brother.
So talk a little bit about what motivates you.
Yeah, so what motivates me is our clientele here. We're continuing to grow. I know that, a part of our culture now is to find mindfulness, incorporate movement into our everyday lives. So that's what motivates me is, really getting as many people access to that. And, trying to get as many clients in here so that they can experience movement and mindfulness and, different types. So
It's awesome.
yeah.
Now, I think your mission and your goals are kind of aligned with what you just discussed, but talk a little bit about, I think we talked about the mission aspect of it. Talk about your goals. Talk about, in the short term and then a little bit longer term.
Yeah. So as far as short term, we offer weekly classes, a variety of classes, which is really great. I'd love to add more classes. We have a wonderful group of instructors, so just adding more types of movement would be, wonderful, but slow steps. So we have our set schedule, but of course, as time goes on, more instructors, more classes. We also offer workshops, which, continuing to do that, growing them. I would love to offer trainings in the future. So yoga teacher trainings, different types of trainings for people to either deepen their practices or, become instructors themselves.
Now, what do your workshops, or what are your planned workshops?
Yeah, so we offer monthly workshops, and they range from anything. They could be from yoga to art, anything that, just brings community together. We do fun things like Mom's Night Out and stuff like that for other, bring just different other fun things to the studio. We're doing prenatal classes, and we do sound bowl stuff. So we offer a bunch of different things. So just continuing to do that and growing those.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So we talked about the workshops, we talked about the teachings. Talk a little bit about the services you provide.
Yeah, so in addition to the workshops, like I said before, we offer weekly classes. Those classes range anything from yoga. We offer heated yoga, which actually we're in the heated room right now. The heat's not on, but it's infrared. Our heat is created with infrared heat, so it's a nice dry heat. It's not heavy, it's not humid, which people actually, when they come in, they're thinking hot, they're thinking Bikram, but we don't offer that here. And they actually end up really liking it. And then people who have never tried heated really like it because, it's not heavy, it's not humid, it's a really nice heat. And then in addition to heated and regular yoga, we offer Pilates, barre, and meditation classes. We also, as far as meditation goes, we like to incorporate meditation and breath work into mostly all of our classes.
So opening, everyone goes into opening the business like very excited, everything is great. Talk a little bit about what surprised you. Like for me, it was, how the heck do I not work 24/7 and give my kids and my husband what they need from me? I'm still working on this to this day, putting those, guardrails around me so I don't go insane essentially. So talk a little bit about what surprised you.
So what surprised me, as far as really opening a yoga studio, because COVID was of course a big factor. Timing was everything for that. So actually when we opened, we had a very big virtual space. Like we put a lot of stuff and effort into also creating a virtual space. For those clients who may have not been ready quite yet to transition into in-studio. But what ended up happening is people were coming in studio and we did not have a client base at all for virtual.
Really?
We actually, we shut down our virtual space. Here and there, if someone really needs to pop in, whether they're on vacation and they don't want to miss a class, I'll always offer them the option. If I could just give them a code or whatever and they can log in. But I was very, very surprised that our virtual space was not big.
That is surprising.
We still have the option, especially with workshops and things, in case people want to pop in for the workshop and they live in another state or something like that. But yeah, that was a big shocker for me because we put a lot of time and effort into planning our virtual space, thinking, it was probably going to be a way of this new normal that we constantly talked about, and it didn't take off. So all of our clients are in studio. We're strictly an in-studio yoga space at the moment, and hopefully to stay that way. And people are really happy with it.
So talk about the startup, because you started up right at that. Are we going to open? Aren't we going to open?
Yes.
We opened last summer, and then we said no, we're not going to open.
Yes.
So talk a little bit about the whole planning process, because essentially I assume a lot of your planning was done during that lockdown.
Yes.
So it's probably a pretty interesting story.
Yes. So I know COVID was something very detrimental to the entire world, and people being stuck in their homes and all of that. I actually had a baby in the very beginning of COVID, so I was home. We were isolated. It was a nice family bonding time. But once we started getting the hang of things at home with our daughter, I actually had the time to plan, and I feel very fortunate about that. And I'm always saying to myself, if COVID never happened, would this space be here? Because I dove deeper into my practice. I dove deeper into, becoming an entrepreneur, becoming a businesswoman, and really planning all those aspects of the studio. So my original plan was actually to open a little bit earlier, but I know timing is everything and things happen for a reason. So I feel like, the delay of construction actually helped me a little bit in bringing the perfect timing to the space. So we ended up opening up December of 2021, which actually worked out really wonderful for us the first month was really a good test month for us.
Right.
Just starting to get our name out there. And then come the new year, once people, after Omicron and all this stuff, we've really got a big rush, probably mid-January after New Year's and stuff like that. Where people were ready for that new year, new me. I'm gonna, either get back into fitness, back into movement, or I'm gonna start it. So yeah, I really feel that when we opened was perfect timing.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So do you do it all? Like, do you do the books, the finances, the strategic planning,
Everything.
teaching? You do everything.
I do everything. Like I said before, we have a wonderful group of instructors, but also teach a variety of classes. So I have such wonderful support from them, and our group of instructors is just wonderful. We're like a little family. So I really appreciate everything that, coming on board with me and being a part of our startup and serving our community with movement. It's been really, really wonderful, and I feel blessed. And it's also been super helpful because I have a lot to do on the back end of it.
Oh yeah.
Aside from just teaching. But teaching is my heart and soul. So I will never stop teaching, except when I have my second child. Then it might be a month or so, but a little break. But yeah, I will never stop teaching.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
So this is your opportunity to, if you wanted to tell the community something, tell the community something.
Don't be afraid to try movement if it's something that's not in your day-to-day. Like I said earlier in our interview, everybody needs some sort of movement, some sort of mindfulness in their practice. People are trying to balance home and work. People are trying to just kind of function throughout the day. Things have really shifted since COVID, so people are, finding new ways of, just going about their day-to-day. And if you can find some sort of movement, whether that's just, taking a moment of your day just to find belly breath or something like that, move around or come to our space and, find movement here with us. I would love to share that with you. So
Thank you.
yeah, awesome.
Yes. Well, it was really nice meeting you.
Nice to meet you as well.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
To you and your husband and
Oh,
your daughter.
thank you. A lot of changes happening.
Yes, and to our audience, thanks so much for watching today. Really appreciate it. If you have a business or know of someone who has a business that would like to be featured, please call me at 732-267-1204. Take care. See you on the next episode. Bye-bye.